What's going on, people? I've got a guest right here, Felix.
What's going on, guys?
What do you think about tonight's game?
Yeah, I thought tonight's game was it's a win. It's a win for me. I thought the first half we dominated. We should have been at least 4 or 5 goals up, in my opinion. And yeah, obviously we missed too many clinical chances. But second half was a bit lethargic. It wasn't up to the Arsenal standards. Not the performance that we saw against Newcastle, where we were absolutely dominating Newcastle, creating chances after chances, and obviously creating a lot of chances. But tonight we won our best in the second half.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because, in the first half of the game, we start quite well. In the first 25 to 40 minutes, he releases the gears a little bit in terms of creating so many chances. Gyökeres should have scored at least 2 or 3 goals, but the game was kept at 1-0. But thanks for the goal from Martinelli. Olympiacos did look quite threatening in the second half, and the goal was kind of a bit disallowed due to offside. Offside, and then Saka scored the second goal. Do you think Arsenal could have conceded goal if they did not play too safe in terms of not protecting 1-0 lead?
Yeah, I feel if Arteta released the handbrakes, I think Arsenal would have scored a lot more goals.
No, I mean would they not protecting the 1-0 lead if Olympiacos had scored a goal? No. What do you think?
Well, if they didn't protect their 1-0 lead.
Yeah, as in if they scored a goal, Olympiacos, things would be a different game.
Yeah, 100%. Then if Olympiacos had scored that, if that goal had stood, Arteta would have made the changes. He would have put in a more attacking. He would have changed the formation. He would have told the players, go and attack. But because as it was 1-0, he just decided to play it more safe.
Yeah.
And not because he doesn't want to release that handbrake, because he's still scarred. For me, I feel I don't know if people agree with me. I don't know if the viewers agree with me. Arteta's still scarred from that 22-23 season when he was playing free-flowing football, and unfortunately he conceded a lot of goals, and it still scarred him as well.
Yeah, I believe as well, because he wants to play more safe hands in order to protect the 1-0 lead, and then allowing us to allowing other players to get the second goal in order to kill off the game. But I think it was a kind of a good decisions for making subs around 75 minutes, especially when Trossard and Martinelli comes out on with a bringing Eze and Saka. Things have changed the game a lot, So we could have won it about 3-4-0 for the tonight's game. Yeah. In my opinion, I definitely agree with you. I thought changing Saka and Eze in different wings made a difference as well, because Saka was more affected on the left wing. Yeah. And that actually gives Mikel Arteta something to think about. Gives him more of a headache. Yeah. That Saka can play on the left wing, and you see how effective it was on the left wing, because Olympiacos didn't know who to mark. They didn't know whether to mark Saka or to mark Eze. Yeah. So and it kind of confused the defenders. And the key thing is, the signings that we made this summer, the key thing is to have a strength in depth. And when you have got so many quality players you have in the team, it's difficult to let the opponents to rely on the players of who you got in our squad. You know what I mean? So when you got so many quality players in a team, you're taking more advantage to be a side that comes from the lower league oppositions in Europe. Yeah. So this is why we beat Olympiacos 2-0. Yeah. So West Ham Saturday, would you think it's going to be a goal scoring prediction?
Yeah, I think for me West Ham's going to be a tough game, because over the last 2 seasons we failed to score at the Emirates, which is quite strange, because the Emirates is usually a place where we dominate, where we usually win convincingly, but we've been beating West Ham at their ground
Yeah.
We scored over 11 goals in that stadium.
Yeah, we
as
did.
well.
We did score the
Well,
11 goals indeed. Yeah.
Because I think I know why Arsenal struggle at West Ham at home. Because West Ham is sort of team that will sit back. The Arsenal will have as much as the ball as they want, but
Yeah.
will they be able to break them down?
That's
different.
correct.
And I think with Nuno coming in, he's a sort of manager that would go defensive and say that Arsenal's weakness is
Low block, is it?
failing to beat the low blocks team.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a tough game for Arsenal, but I think it's a must-win game. If Arsenal's really, really serious about winning that Premier League and putting pressure on Liverpool, you have to make a statement by being West Ham that we are here to stay, we're here to compete against you.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct, because as I just mentioned to the other guys on the other YouTube contents, I was saying, like, in the last 2 seasons, West Ham came to this ground and beat us. I think last season was 1-0 and season before was 2-0. So you talk about 2 seasons at this ground, we haven't beat West Ham. So there's something, it needs to be changed in order for us to end the West Ham's victory hoodoos.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Sam. And those are the games that have cost Arsenal the league.
Yeah, it
That
does.
have cost Arsenal winning the league. It's not. I think for me, beating the big teams is not a problem for Arsenal, but it's when the decent half teams is where Arsenal struggle.
Yeah, that's the issues what we have in the last couple of seasons. Because even when those mid-table teams came over, we struggled to break the defense. So what's going to be your prediction on Saturday?
Yeah, my score prediction will be 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 Arsenal.
I'll say 3-1. 2-1 Arsenal. Okay, make sure hit the like, subscribe to my channel. Peace.